Winky, winky. Winky, winky. Hi. Hello. Good to see you're back in the land of the living again. Yes, you were unconscious. My name is Dr. Andrew Michaels. Yes, I'm here with the Department of Navy Special Services. I was heading up the security detail for the Area 51 Naruto Run. And you've been captured. I'd like to start off by telling you that I am here to help you. That's right. It's good to see you. And how are you feeling right now? Okay, just a little under the weather. Well, that's why I have the lights dimmed and just a little bit of light shining on me so you can see me properly. Do you feel nauseous at all? Do you feel like you might? Would you like a tissue? Okay, well, that's not a problem. Here you go. Good. There you go. And your name, if I may ask? Now, while we're doing this, I am going to also type that in. Okay. We already have photographs. But do you have a social security number? You're not under arrest. And you're actually not being detained. But you can't leave until we medically clear you. Do you understand? Okay. So that's 2, 3. Okay. And I think that'll work. You're already off to a really good start because your social security number and your name match up to the ID that we found on you. And the truth in this case shall set you free. So let me type that in real quick. There we go. Now, I understand that you have some injuries from the low impact bullets that were fired at you. Okay, very good. Now, what I want to explain before we go too far is you were not shot with a typical weapon. These guns fired, they didn't have a striker like a normal gun. They fired electronically. I think it was 2,000 rounds a minute or 2,000 rounds a second. I can't remember. But they shot a gas-propelled ball. And when the ball struck you or the area around you, it released a neurotoxin that was quite effective in knocking you and your compatriots down. So were you hurt here? Right here? Okay. Oh yeah, right there. And you were hurt here? Okay. And you have some pain here, right? Okay. And some pain along this area right here. Well, that's, yeah. Okay, some bruising. Yeah, do you mind lifting your shirt? Okay. All right, yeah. You've got some extensive bruising right here in your rib area. The bullets didn't penetrate. No fatalities. I'm very surprised. And we didn't have single fatality. That's very important. But we did have a few people that needed life-saving procedures done. A few cardiac arrests, but no actual fatalities caused by the bullets. This is very important because our mandate was to cause no harm. You see, it was basically a disable and gather. Okay. No, nothing to be afraid of. The reason you're here is, well, I think we both know why you're here, don't we? You may resemble a human being, but your DNA and your life signatures are definitely alien. You know that, don't you? And you also know that I know, don't you? All right, good. Good, it's always good to be honest. You have extra heart valve right here. And your brain is not the same hemispherical brain that a human being has up here. And your lung capacity is much different than a human being's, among other organs. Do you want to explain why a extraterrestrial being such as yourself was taking part in a raid on a United States government facility using a fake ID and borrowed Social Security card? Okay, you don't want to tell me. All right, do you mind if I just, real quick? There. Oh, yeah. Let's take another look. Hold still. That's good. No comment. That's interesting. Just okay. You sure about that? Okay. No, it's quite all right. If that's the way you feel, and that's the tact that you want to take, I have no problem with it. That's your right. As a sentient being on this planet, as far as everyone's concerned, you are, for all intents and purposes, a United States citizen. I know it's kind of stretching it being extraterrestrial origin, but as far as the general public is concerned, you are a law-abiding, up to this point, citizen of the United States of America, and I can't contest that without revealing your extraterrestrial origin. So in this case, welcome to the United States. I'm just shining a light towards your eyes to better understand how your eyes focus on different stimuli. I hope you don't mind. It's very interesting. You don't seem to be of reptilian origin, are you? You're not a gray, are you? You're going to make me guess? Do you actually know who I am? If I may. Since 1947, I have been working with the Department of Navy Special Services on helping to gather intelligence on alien life forms. I have a doctorate in astrobiology from the University of Chicago, Illinois, and you're aware of why you're here for the Naruto Run, the Area 51 raid. In 1947, a small craft crashed here. This crash was an alien vessel that was damaged on its way to Earth. They were on a mission to warn us, to warn the governments of the world, of the planet Earth, about an upcoming invasion by an alien scientist. I interceded on behalf of the federal government at that time, under direct presidential authority, and removed the aliens from the Area 51 base. Took them to Dayton, Ohio, where they were cared for and received medical treatment. You should know this because there is some urban legends and myths wrapped around this information. Why you're continuing to delude yourself into saying you're not of alien origin is somewhat baffling to me. I'm not sure what you're striving at. But regardless, at the end of the day, we will get the information that we need to ascertain your origin, and I have technologies that can help me in that matter. Simple scan, of course, has revealed a few things, as we have, and I'll just use my stylus to bring that information up for you, that you are an extraterrestrial of unknown origin. We do not have you in our database and records, and I do share records with a fellow ally of extraterrestrial origin. We have several allies, and none of them are aware of you or your people. So if you would just help a brother out and maybe explain yourself, I'm willing to sit here and listen. No, I'm listening. You firmly believe that you are the person that you say you are. Okay. That's quite all right. If that's what you say, then I'll tell you what, we'll go with that. We'll go with that. I just wanted to enter that data in. I know you've got a little bit of sand on you. Just brush some of that off. I can understand. Maybe it's like a case of amnesia. Is that possible? Okay. Well, a normal human being would have dropped from just a few millibars of this neurotoxin. You took 19 shots to the body before the neurotoxin accumulated enough into your breathing to disable you. 19 direct hits. You ran over 500 feet through neurotoxin clouds that were spread around you. Besides the 19 direct hits, before you succumbed to the effects of the toxin, we immediately knew there was something very different about you and your physiology. You were either on some kind of very powerful narcotic, which we thought you might die of cardiac arrest. It's one of the dangers of knocking out a crowd of 500,000 people all at once with a unproven military grade weapon and toxin delivery system. And we were very concerned about your health, so you were one of the first people we brought back to the base. To the rest, you'll never believe this. We set up a campground with campfires, alcoholic beverages, food, barbecue pits, campers, porta-johns, and we just picked everybody up and we relocated them to this campground. And we have them all thinking that they were under a bad LSD trip, that they just thought they rushed Area 51 and they're all on a bad trip. Isn't that amazing? They all think they've been poisoned by the people who were passing out fake LSD acid before the run started. And we have some other people spreading disinformation that there was a community sense of, what is that? It spread through the crowd. You know, the dementia, the bad trip as it was. Everybody thought they were running towards Area 51 when they were actually running into the desert and almost, died of thirst and exposure. So, yeah. We have some police out there, under the guise of local police, arresting the leaders, the drug dealers that passed out the fake LSD, and everybody's basically very sick and nauseous to their stomachs. Unlike you, who is almost fully recovered already. I see the bruising on your arm is healing quite quickly. You don't think that's unusual. You're a fast healer. That's amazing. It's amazing. I think I should be honest with you. I have been scanning you this whole time. This room is wired with sensory devices. I don't know if you can tell. Can you tell? Okay. And you are obviously very calm and truthful with your responses. I can only conclude that you do not think you are not human. Do you think your parents are human, or were you adopted? Okay. All right, that helps. So you think you were adopted, but they never told you. But you have circumstantial evidence to believe you were adopted. That does help. If you'd like, I want you to know you're not being detained in any way. If you'd like, I will accompany you, just in my capacity as a doctor of astrobiology and as a government agent. You're not under arrest. You're not being detained. When you're ready to leave, you can leave. I will accompany you back home to your parents, and we can ask them exactly what's going on here. Would you like that? Okay. Let me put in a requisition form. You'll be quite happy. I have a private flight waiting. My work here is done. My cleanup crew is basically taking care of the 500,000 or so runners, and the few odd characters like yourself we've dealt with. You're one of the last that we needed to. You were the last to succumb to the toxin, so in that case you were one of the last odd characters to awaken from it. And my work, of course, like I said, is done here. I could accompany you very soon. Would you like to do that? Okay. Good. Thank you very much. I'm glad that you at least know that your government, the United States of America, means you no harm. And in general, we would just like to resolve this in a peaceful way, and and gather some intelligence and find some kind of understanding about your intentions and your goals and your origins, so that we can both protect you and help you become more acclimated to life here on Earth. I don't think that's what you expected to hear. Area 51, the funny thing about it is, it's basically one big propaganda tool. We really don't have anything here. We do a few experimental aircraft. We leak out information to keep everybody focused here. But all the real stuff goes on in Dayton and Chicago. And, a lot of alien research goes on in Boise, Idaho, believe it or not. They don't look. Nobody looks in Boise. So, and it's nice there. I don't like it because it's like a desert. Yeah, they've got these. You've never been there? Okay. Well, just let me explain it. Idaho is like the most frightening place to me on Earth. It's like a desert or something. And then where it's not desert, it's mountains. And they've got these bushes that jump out at you, tumbleweeds. And everybody thinks they're cute, but they're like, they like, the wind catches them and they gather around in your Walmart, and the parking lot's got tumbleweeds coming at you, and they get stuck on your leg. And I keep thinking that, it really freaks me out. I don't like it. And I keep, thinking, like when you're a kid and there's like, as funny as it sounds, like there might be a hoop snake or something hidden in there, inside the tumbleweed. And it just really spazzes me out to no end. And of course they've got these giant spiders out there, these funnel spiders. I think they're called hobo spiders. And they're not even from there. It's like these spiders are from Europe, and they just like took over the whole area. And it's like they don't know how to deal with them. It's almost like, how we got the brown rat and the black squirrels here in the east, and the black squirrels are pushing out the gray squirrels are pushing out the red squirrels, and the brown squirrels. It's just this big mess, squirrels everywhere. This big squirrel war going on back and forth. And it really freaks me out. It's like nature on fire. And, I'm trying to get something out of my trunk in Boise, Idaho, and freaking tumbleweed comes running up behind me and attacks me. I know it's a plant. I don't care. I don't want a tumbleweed, climbing up my ass when I'm bending over in a trunk of my car. It's just, I really don't make a lot of money as a government agent. I really don't. The benefits are fantastic. Really. I mean, the health care, the pension's real good, 25, 30 and out, whatever you want. Medical, dental, optical, the works. So, you're well taken care of. Great benefits. My kids, good life insurance, everything. But the money sucks. They're not paying me enough to get attacked by some tumbling tumbleweed. I don't care what the cowboys say. That's enough of that horse manure right there. I'm trying not to swear, because I read your dossier on you that we've worked up, and that you're a very religious young man. So I don't want you to think that, I don't want to be callous with you by swearing and cussing and just being crude in my language. But, oh, you have a phobia too? Oh, oh, I'm surprised. If I, you know, that's not a phobia of mine. I'm not really afraid of spiders, but the hobo spider, it's like you get out to a hotel in Boise, and you go in the bathroom. You're gonna take a shower, so you turn the fan on, in the bathroom, and you close the glass door. You turn the shower on, you close the glass door, and you let the shower warm up, before you jump in, right? Okay, no big deal. Next thing you know, you get in the shower, you close the glass door so you're not getting the floor all wet. You turn around, there's hobo spiders all over the floor. Well, here they're living in the ductwork, and when you turn the fan on, the ductwork that blows all the spiders down into the shower. Because I check, I look, there's no spiders. It's like, where are they coming from? Are they coming out of the drain? So it took me a while to figure out they're coming out of that fan. So like when I'm in Boise, I gotta like stop at CVS and buy a thing of bug spray before I can even go in the bathroom and take a dump. I'm telling you, I don't have a problem with it, but I don't like this. I'm barefoot, I'm naked, I'm in the shower, and I gotta check to see if there's spiders falling in my hair, and I don't want to get bit by one, and they're supposed to be not poisonous, but I don't know if 4 or 5 of them are in there with me. I'm outnumbered. What happens if I get bit on the foot and necrotizes my toe and my little toe falls off or something? I can't walk. I'm going down the road of disability over a shower. So I don't know how those people live there. I really don't. It's and the whole thing is sitting on a volcano. I don't know if you knew this. Yellowstone's just waiting to blow up and take everyone out. I sit there and I just, it's more than I can bear sometimes. I don't know. I get these things in my head and I can't, thank God you don't live there. You live in a great place, really wonderful place. So I can't wait to go where you live because, oh no. The first thing we'll do when we get into town, when we land, I'll take you straight to the mall because I could use some new chino pants and a cowboy hat myself. You want to? We'll go straight to the mall. As soon as we land in El Paso, I'll take you straight to the mall and we'll check it out. You'd like that? Well, it'll be fun. Hey, it's something to do on a weekend, you know what I mean? And then we'll go visit your parents. Hey, you're totally safe with me, and we're going to the mall in El Paso. What can happen there? Right? Right. Yeah, you're going to love charter flights too because they have food and snacks and everything. And just like one stewardess there's a stewardess takes care of like 5 of us in the plane if there's even that many, because I take a security detail. Oh no, you're going to have a great time. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, it was, I don't say this all the time, but it was so good to meet you. It really was. And I think we're done here. I think we're done. So let's get you ready to go. And we got your knapsack outside, and we'll go to the plane and we'll head down to El Paso. Sound good? All right. Good. Well, can I have your hand on that? Promise to behave? All right. All right. You got my word too. Scout's honor. All right. Well, let's get going. We don't want to miss our flight. Just go out there and grab your knapsack and I'll finish up these last few. Let everybody know where we're going. I have to tell Homeland Security. There we go. All done. Let's go. Sounds good. We're done.